To wrap this up, I know we went through this really quickly. I want you to ask a ton of questions about this process. Ton of questions about this. Ask them in the discussion. Ask them on Twitter. Ask them to your buddies. Whatever you want to do. We just learned about upgrades. Like I said, I highly recommend you do not default to this. And you do not let protocols that have upgradable smart contracts keep this centralization vector, because it is. If you have an upgradable smart contract, that means that a group could change the logic of that code at some point or be coerced to change the logic, etc. But this is an incredibly powerful primitive to know about, especially delegate call. We're almost done. Push this up to GitHub, add this to your portfolio, take a break. Congratulations. I'm going to go ahead and deploy this to a testnet now just to show you what it will look like on Etherscan. Feel free to just watch, sit back, relax. You've done a ton of amazing work to make my life easier. I'm going to borrow a make file and just kind of tweak it. Let's just delete all this stuff. Deploy. It's going to be deploy box, upgrade, port script, upgrade box. Make deploy args equal -- network Sepolia. All right, so I ran the deploy. We deployed 2 contracts. Let's grab this one first. Sepolia Etherscan. Let me show you what this looks like. Looks like this one didn't quite verify correctly. I could go ahead and manually verify it if I wanted, but let's look at the second one. Looks like neither one of these actually verified correctly, but that's fine. I can go to my broadcast, see which one is which. We can go to both these runs. Let's see the first one. Okay, we did create box. And so this is going to be the address of box v1. So I copy this, paste it in here. I could go ahead and verify this manually later, but I know that this is my box v1. We'll go back to broadcast, click this one, scroll down. This one doesn't have a contract name, but I know that this one is going to be my proxy address. So I go to your browser. Let's keep them both up, paste it in here. This one didn't get verified correctly either, but that's okay. So this one's our box. This one's our proxy. And this is the one that's more important, right? This proxy is pointing to this implementation. Okay. Now we're going to call our upgrade by just doing make deploy, make upgrade like this. Oh, and I need a toml. Since I'm using Foundry DevOps, I need FFI equals true. Remember, only do that if you are confident about what you're running. And do make upgrade. So this actually is a bit of a bug with this script that I just found out. I do need to update my run latest to ERC 1967 proxy. I either need to upgrade my script to look for null, or I need to upgrade Foundry to add this for the proxy name. So I'm just going to manually add this in. We're going to hit clear. We're going to rerun it. Looks like that is a bit of a bug. Sorry about that. But now that it knows that this is the ERC 1967 proxy, we're actually running this script now to upgrade the box. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to deploy our box v2, which for some reason is actually verifying. Looks like something was just wrong with the first time I did it, but all good. If I paste this in, we now have a box v2 being created, and it looks like it's trying to verify right now. Oh, and it looks like this one actually did verify. So if we refresh this one, so it looks like our box v2 is here. We place this in. It looks like this one did actually verify, which is great. Box v2. Now, if we go back to our proxy, we hit refresh, we can see we called an upgrade 2 on this contract. Now, whenever we call functions on this, it'll actually point to box v2, right? So we can even grab the contract address. We use a little cast send, paste this in here. We'll call get number like this, or actually, excuse me, cast call, and of course, dash RPC URL, Sepolia, RPC URL, like this. We'd see that it starts off as 0, that number starts off as 0. Then we can call, well, we can do send instead, set number, which takes a uint 256. We'll set the number to 77, RPC URL, dash private key. Remember, you're going to need to do source.env to do this. We'll send a transaction to actually update this, and we're calling the proxy right? We're not calling this box v2 address. We're calling it right on the proxy. Then if I go up, and we do call again, we're now going to get 4D for the binary. And if we do cast --2 base, paste DEC for decimal, we convert this hex to decimal and we see we get 77 back. So we have successfully deployed and worked with a proxy. This is so awesome. Take a break. We got 2 more. You're so close. You're almost done. We got 2 more. Scrolling all the way down. Foundry governance, another quick one. And then introduction to security. And then I'm going to send you on your way to make the future of finance, the future of smart contracts, a better place. You're so close. Take a break. Get ice cream. Post on Twitter. I will see you soon.